Right now at 10, federal officials restore grants after some backlash, how the return of funds is helping a local recovery center. And a Minnesota-Wisconsin power grid project drawing concerns, how residents are responding tonight. Plus, two problems, one fix, a program fighting hunger while supporting local farmers.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. One person is hurt after a crash involving a horse-drawn buggy. It happened this morning in the town of Sheldon. Police say an SUV was traveling west on Highway 33 when it struck the buggy. The buggy's driver was seriously injured and taken to the hospital. The highway was closed for several hours while crews cleared the scene. Dairyland Power Cooperative and Xcel Energy are showcasing their Gopher to Badger link at an open house today. It's a 140-mile project that'll connect Minnesota and Wisconsin power grids in two parts. Xcel is developing a 35-mile line from Rochester to Marion, Minnesota, where it will meet the Marybelle Transmission Project, which connects to Dairyland's lines in Vernon and Crawford counties. Today, residents learned the importance of the project while expressing some concerns.
We take everything into account. We work with landowners directly to look at kind of certain pinpoints along the route, certain areas that we can, work, make, adjustments along that route.
News 8 Now spoke with two residents where one of the proposed transmission line routes would run between their properties.
I wish there was more health studies on this. I have 3 little kids.
I don't want it in my backyard. I know that sounds lame, but it's for many reasons. It's the noise. I sit in my backyard in peace and quiet. It's absolute silence. I'm very concerned that that's going to be a constant humming, a buzzing, and
cracking.
And you're going from 161 to 765. There's no power line in Minnesota this big.
Yeah.
And the first one's going to be in our backyard.
This was the final of 7 open houses hosted by those power companies. Wisconsin food banks receiving $10 million in state funding to purchase food directly from local farms and producers. The money is coming from the state's Food Security and Wisconsin Products Grant Program. Any food purchased must meet Wisconsin standards, meaning at least 51% is produced or processed in the state. And this funding addresses food insecurity while supporting Wisconsin's agriculture industry.
The Trump administration a year ago canceled the local foods purchasing assistance program, and so this is going to help replace some of that funding.
Milwaukee food banks received half the funding and will distribute food across the state, and the remaining funds will be distributed in 2027. A sudden federal decision nearly forces major changes to services in La Crosse. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom tonight with the details. Jadius.
Yeah, the move affected thousands of grants nationwide, including funding tied to the Cooley Recovery Center. This week, federal officials telling the Cooley Recovery Center that a federal grant supporting substance use and mental health services have been terminated, part of a nationwide action affecting 2,800 grants totaling about $2 billion.
Funds that were doing some important work were just gone with, no questions asked, no warning, no anything.
According to a Politico report, the agency behind the federal grant cut wrote that it's adjusting its discretionary award portfolio, which includes terminating some of its awards. The loss of funding would have meant cuts to support services used by veterans, first responders, and people seeking help in a crisis.
The individuals we help and support here, they have a place in our world and our society as well. If we didn't have these funds, we couldn't make the impact that we make.
After public pressure, federal officials restored the grants Thursday morning, but Von Hayden says it's created a concerning precedent.
If it was this easy to just terminate and take it away and relocate it somewhere else, is that going to be the future of it? It's just such an unknown place right now.
The federal grants were restored today, but there's still yet to be an official announcement from the agency. Reporting in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. The Royal School District has launched a virtual health care program, allowing students to see doctors without needing to leave school. The TytoCare system connects students with providers from Amplify Health by Gunderson. Doctors can examine ears, throats, and skin, listen to hearts and lungs, and check vital signs remotely. The program serves all district students regardless of whether they're current patients.
A way for our students and staff to be seen by a doctor without necessarily having to go to a doctor.
Visits are billed through student insurance as normal clinic visits with no additional cost to the district. Amplify Health calls this a pilot program at Royal that could expand to other area schools if successful. Well, still cold out there, Greg, and at least in the La Crosse area, a bit of a dusting of snow this evening.
Yeah, so far actually still fairly pleasant for this evening. Really, we're still in the 20s too as the wind turns out of the south. We had that one area of snow that came through the area earlier, just a light snow. Now we have another round coming here later, about in another couple hours that could pile on, maybe another inch or two depending on location. Wind won't still be a problem, and the good news is temperatures, once you see them right now, they're going to probably go up closer to 30 for some areas. So that's your precipitation right now. A lot of that to the north is not hitting the ground. It's very dry aloft, and a lot of that precipitation evaporates before it reaches it. But the area to the west of Austin is another concern too. So right now that's coming through. You notice road conditions, visibility, everything okay. Red Wing had a little bit of light snow with that coming down, but this batch won't really amount to too much for Eau Claire. Further south, everything's to the west yet. That'll be coming through later. This is the area really I think where accumulation will be a little bit more concerned, and it could present maybe a little bit of a problem towards the morning commute. But for right now, everything is good to go. As you look at your plan in your morning, there's your snow coming. It's going to end for La Crosse when we come through. We'll have a break with the showers coming back in. Notice the wind starting to pick up. And Eau Claire, the front comes through earlier with that cold front. The wind begins to pick up by noon, and those snow showers then will start returning by about 10 to 12. But notice the temperatures throughout the morning still near freezing, so road issues won't be as big. As we go into the afternoon, it's a different story. Temperatures plummet, and as you notice right there, very cold to even better coming this weekend. We're going to go back to what we had in December, what we had now in January. So get ready.
Get ready indeed. Thank you, Greg. Well, the La Crosse Area Chamber of Commerce is honoring young professionals tonight at Capella Weddings and Events. The ceremony recognizes emerging leaders and entrepreneurs who are between 21 and 40 years old. Joe Vike from Quick Trip won the Emerging Leader Award tonight, and Samantha Swaim from Nom Sips and Eats took home Entrepreneur of the Year. Organizers say it's important to recognize this group's potential impact on the community.
I think it reflects all the growth that young professionals have and the impact that they make on local businesses. It's really important that we get them engaged and working with other local professionals in the area.
Almost 200 people attended the Casino Night themed event. We've got a full list of tonight's award winners on our website. Developing news this evening, President Trump says he might invoke the Insurrection Act if Minnesota politicians don't do more to stop anti-ICE protests. The law would allow the president to deploy U.S. troops to Minnesota to support the federal agents. This is a new round of protests ignited overnight after ICE agents were involved in another shooting. Homeland Security officials say a Venezuelan man was shot in the leg after allegedly attacking an agent with a shovel.
Last night what we saw was 3 individuals weaponize shovels and brooms and attack an ICE officer that had to defend himself.
This is already the second shooting that we've had in a week. People are scared. The atmosphere is tense.
The Insurrection Act has been invoked more than 24 times in U.S. history, most recently in 1992 by George H.W. Bush. That was to end unrest in Los Angeles. Happening around the state, a Milwaukee jury finding a father guilty of child neglect for locking his 6 kids in a storage unit. Charles Dupriest said his kids were using their unit for sleep while he slept in his truck. That's when police found the kids, ages ranging from 9 to just 2 months, alone in the storage unit.
So then what happened?
Next thing that I can remember is being woken up to the police knocking on my window.
Dupriest is set to be sentenced in April. The children's mother was also charged but took a plea deal last week. Wisconsin health officials are warning against Live It Up brand Super Greens powder. Officials say 11 residents have salmonella poisoning, 2 of which required hospitalization after using the powder. Both original and wild berry flavors with expiration dates between August 2026 and January 28 have been recalled by the FDA. Nationwide, the outbreak has sickened 45 people. The Wisconsin DNR hosting its free fishing weekend. It runs Saturday and Sunday and allows anglers to fish without needing a license. Local ponds, rivers, and lakes are all fair game. Now, bag and size limits still apply. The DNR has been hosting the free weekend since 2012. Still to come, a major sports gambling sting. Dozens of college athletes named in a points-shaving scheme. Plus, Harry Styles announces his 4th album when it's set to release.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, is your dog reading your mind? Studies show they might be, and Art is tracking some Friday flurries when we see you at 5 a.m.
Up here, we do things a little different. We march to the beat of our own drum. We don't shy away from the cold. We face it head on. And any challenge that stands in our way doesn't stand a chance. Up here, one brand stands alone. Ford. Now, get $2,500 bonus cash on a new 2026 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flexsteel and Smith Brothers, casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale, bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish, and the area's best selection of quality leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Hurry in for the best selection during the January clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
President Trump met with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado at the White House today. Machado praising Trump for ordering the raid that captured former Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. She then went to Capitol Hill to talk with lawmakers looking to rally support as she promotes democracy in her home country. Meanwhile, the Trump administration continues to stand by Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, with Trump calling her a, quote, wonderful person.
Been extremely cooperative. They have thus far met all of the demands and requests of the United States and of the president.
And one of those demands was the sale of Venezuelan oil to stabilize the country. Today, U.S. forces seized another oil tanker linked to Venezuela that it says was illegally shipping sanctioned oil. Meanwhile, the president says the killing of protesters in Iran has stopped. It comes after days of demonstrations where up to 12,000 people were killed after a violent government response. Trump threatened the Iranian regime, saying the U.S. military would intervene if the killings continued. New York City police are searching for 3 armed robbers who stole more than $100,000 worth of merchandise from a Pokemon store. It happened Wednesday night in Manhattan. The store was holding a community event with more than 40 people when the robbers stormed in. Authorities said attendees were held at gunpoint as the thieves pillaged the shelves. An employee said the robbery was over in just 3 minutes. The suspects remain at large. Federal prosecutors announcing charges against 20 people in an alleged point-shaving scheme on college basketball games. The indictment includes players from 17 Division I men's basketball teams, 4 of them playing in the last week. Authorities say 5 fixers offered bribes of $10,000 to $30,000 for players to intentionally underperform. Yesterday, the NCAA asked prediction markets to stop offering trades on college sports until more safeguards are in place. Starting next month, Spotify is raising prices for all subscribers. All plans will cost $1 more a month. That means premium plans will now be $13 and student plans $7. If you have a duo or family plan, those will be going up by $2 a month. Singer-songwriter Harry Styles announcing his 4th album today. The 12-track album titled Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally hits stores March 6th. The 31-year-old former One Direction member is a 2-time Grammy winner, including Album of the Year in 2023 for Harry's House. Wikipedia turned 25 today. The free online encyclopedia is funded by donations instead of ads. Its content is community-driven, with volunteers writing and maintaining information on the site. Long before Wikipedia became the go-to for informing billions of readers, founder Jimmy Wales reminisced about how it all started.
25 years ago, I set up the website. I typed the first words, hello world, which is just something that programmers do when you write a new language or something like this. Now it sounds quite poetic, hello world from Wikipedia.
Wikipedia also marked the occasion with a big announcement. The site inked business deals with big players in the AI space, including Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft. And some severe weather overseas. Flash flooding in Australia's Victoria state, washing cars into the ocean after more than 6 inches of rainfall. Aerial video shows vehicles stranded on beaches and some stuck on the side of a bridge. Emergency warnings have been issued for communities in southern Victoria, but no injuries have been reported. We will have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Yeah, we still could see a few slick spots for the morning commute, but then we got a lot of activity in the afternoon hours. Snow, blowing snow, falling temperatures, all that coming up. So we'll track that out coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
It's Ashley's 4-day sale. From Friday to Monday, get 25% off your first item, plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years with no money down when you shop in store. Only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
Winter can actually be the perfect time to replace those old drafty windows. Nothing will keep you more comfortable in your home during the winter than new windows. And our certified master installers are highly trained experts that will install your new windows properly while reducing exposure to outside elements. We'll take out your old window and place in your new window in less than 5 minutes on average. Ask how your winter installation can save you money and make you more comfortable in your home.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit MaurysWestSalemKia.com.
We are very fortunate to have our mom in our lives. We rely on Medicaid to pay for her long-term care. When I learned that it might be cut, I met with Representative Van Orden. He promised that he would never cut Medicaid. He even signed this letter. Then he turned around and he voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. It's absolutely devastating. We need to tell Congressman Van Orden, stop raising our healthcare costs.
I'm Jordan Rudolph, and I'm the owner of Unity Fitness. As our mission to serve and help have a positive influence on so many people, we can't thank you enough for having our back and helping us spread that mission forward into helping more people in the area.
Thank you so much for trusting us with your goals and for 10 years of support.
We view people as more than a before and after.
We're in your corner through the ups and the downs that life has to offer because we know that they'll happen.
To see if you're the right fit for us or if we're the right fit for you, head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
At Ashley's 4-day sale, Friday through Monday, pay no interest for 5 years with no money down. Plus, you can shop trending hot buys starting at just $2.99. Happening Friday through Monday, only at Ashley. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Yeah, typically January we see a lot of what they call Alberta clippers. Really, there's just systems that flow from northwest to southeast across the area. Give you a little snow, but given the temperatures are so cold, the snow doesn't amount to too much because the limited moisture too, some wind, and then you have those temperatures fall back. So we likely see a lot of this going through, but they don't amount to too much in the way of snowfall. And this is what we're going to see over the next several days, even through early next week. There's another one coming through potentially by Tuesday. So snow will exit the area, especially south of I-90 by the morning commute. Some areas like towards Prairie du Chien, maybe Richland County may see some of that lingering. The next round really is the snow showers late morning to the afternoon. The afternoon could see some intense ones, bringing visibility down, gusty winds as that cold front comes through. So traveling could be an issue. And don't forget, our temperatures are falling below freezing as we go throughout the afternoon. So flash freezing or refreezing is also a possibility that we'll have to contend with through Friday evening too. So there will be some travel problems. It won't be widespread or continuous, but definitely stay tuned if you have anything going on for Friday evening or afternoon. This activity right now, a lot of this is not reaching the ground. It's just way too dry at the surface. So this main line is just going to bring a little bit of light snow flurries for Eau Claire down to La Crosse. The area that we were watching too for more snow is one just to the west of Austin. That's where I think you'll expand it and become more of accumulating snow for areas along and south of I-90 going through tonight, and that's where I think the accumulation will persist. But the temperatures, look at them, they're all the way up to 30, even 34 at one point at Mankato. So we're rising yet until we'll fall tomorrow afternoon. There's a big four. That's the front I was talking about that'll come through tomorrow. That's the one that will really bring the cold air. Overall, we're going to see a little bit of precip, and you'll notice here that Eau Claire will see a brief amount of precipitation snow come through. But notice all this area to the south. That's what's going to be coming through to about 4 a.m. You can see just pushing south of La Crosse. So southwest Wisconsin, northeast Iowa, you'll see this snow continue. Meanwhile, the morning commute will be fairly dry for the rest of the area, maybe a few flurries. This will push south. We'll have a break after the morning commute. Then we'll have the showers begin to push into the area. You can see just to the west. They'll increase a little bit by coverage, probably get close to the area. By the time we get to about 10 a.m., you start to see some of this pop up here. But then it's really during the afternoon time frame that you start seeing this, as we call these streaks right here, starting to line up, really elongated like that. Those are the intense snow showers. And if you're under one of these, you definitely can pick up a good half-inch of snow, maybe even more, in a brief amount of time, reduce visibility down to a half mile, and really create some hazardous travel conditions briefly too. So if we keep an eye on these, where they line up could still be a question, but they will continue at least through 8 to 9 p.m., maybe even longer, with flurries continuing overnight or snow showers. As temperatures, you note, by the time we get to midnight, we're already in the single digits in teens, so that's what we'll be dealing with. Overall snow amounts to about, this actually to 6 a.m. is about 2 to 4 inches. That's where I'm concerned more about. The rest of the area, this goes all the way through Sunday morning because we have another system Sunday, so generally 1 to 2, but you could see some areas 2 to 3, and I think a bulk of this will probably fall Sunday morning with some light snow. Overall, high temperatures will be quite cold as we go into Saturday, and travel conditions that I mentioned, Friday afternoon, Friday evening is when you could have the icy conditions refreezing. We'll deal with blowing and drifting. The wind chill will be more of a factor probably going into Sunday morning. The wind chill will be much more of a factor if we go into early next week when our temperatures even plummet more. The good news, it doesn't last too long. We get back in the 20s for Wednesday and the second half of next week with maybe more snow towards the end. So all in all, if you got travel problems tomorrow afternoon, something to take note of. We can get sometimes what we call snow squalls that can set up too in this type of setup. So if you're traveling, just keep tuning on that. Otherwise, it's back to January cold.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks aiming for a big win against Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. Plus, we've got highlights from the marquee game in high school basketball in the state tonight. And we're not exaggerating. Jacob is next.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after a 10-0 start to this season, the Central girls have moved up to first in the latest Bound Coaches rankings. And with a big-time matchup with Aquinas on the horizon next week, the Riverhawks were looking to keep their perfect record alive tonight. No easy task, though, facing Onalaska, who enters having won 5 straight. Early second half, Central defense swarms Finley Walters. She hits Natalie Marceau, though, for the easy 2. A little later, off the inbound, Alana Simpson goes off the back of the defender and scores off the window. Then freshman phenom Ellie Opwan catching one and firing from downtown and connects to make it a 10-point lead for the home side. Anna would answer that 3 with one of their own from Finley Walters in the corner, but Central just keeps finding ways to pick up a win. They improved to 12-0 with the 9-point victory. And we move from one top-ranked team to another. The game of the night in the state, number 1 in Division 5, Kickapoo, traveling to take on number 2 in Division 5, North Crawford, for the top spot in the Ridge and Valley. Standing room only in Soldiers Grove, featuring conference foes, and this one lived up to the hype. Opening moments, and the Trojans come out firing. Zach Bender nails the 3 to start this one, and Bender wasn't done from beyond the arc. He cans another shortly after to keep the lead, but the Panthers respond soon after. Warren Yu banks the tough layup in, cutting the lead to 2. Kickapoo back on the attack, and this time Arlen Walter gets the pass in the lane and slams down the dunk. Then a little later, Malachi McCauley takes the pass off the dribble and drains the 3 ball. Trojans still up, though. North Crawford continues to light up from beyond the arc. Landry Steluka hits a 3, but late in the half, Walter sinks the layup and gets the and 1 to go. The home side would score late in regulation and overtime to keep this game going, but it's Kickapoo winning this one in a thriller to take sole possession of first in the Ridge and Valley. Battle of a couple of the top teams in the Three Rivers Conference in Caledonia tonight. Cardinals senior Peyton Byert sets the tone early, grabbing the steal and taking it coast to coast, finishing at the rack for the first bucket of the game. But just a few minutes later, and down by 6, home team would bounce back thanks to Evan Mildy, who crashes the glass and converts the and 1, leading to a Warriors run that would tie the game thanks to an alley-oop to Jacoby Hamill, but a big-time block by Gavin Babinek puts the visitors back on track right before the end of the first half, and the Cardinals fly past the Warriors. 74-67 is your final on the road. Other scores to report: the Central boys win by 25 over Winona. GET gets back on track against Viroqua. Luther handles BRF, and Ithaca squeaks one out on the road against Seneca. On the girls' side, Logan scores a comfortable win over Richland Center. Arcadia defeats Toma. Leva Strum stays unbeaten, and Melrose Mindoro victorious over Augusta. And for more great high school hoops action, the Midwest Players Classic is back for another year tomorrow, beginning at 1 o'clock, with games continuously running throughout the day, and then starting back up again bright and early on Saturday at 9:15 in the morning, running all the way up until that final matchup of the night at 9:15 at night. 12 ranked teams in the top 10 in their respective division in Wisconsin will be on display. And to find a full schedule or purchase tickets, head to MidwestPlayersClassic.com. And things continue to go from bad to worse for the Bucks as they fall on the road to the Spurs for their 3rd straight loss. Giannis with 21, Victor Wembanyama with 22 for San Antonio. Ken, we have got some fantastic basketball teams right now. 4 teams ranked in that first spot over the 2 different boys and girls in the 5 divisions. So 4 out of 10 is pretty dang good.
It's pretty solid. I'm already thinking about state when I'm looking at that Kickapoo North Crawford matchup, but they're going to be in the same section, of course.
And they play again February 20th for probably that top spot again.
Must see basketball. It looked like the gym was completely sold out. Had to be a great
Can't
environment.
beat that.
Love it.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
The 4-day sale starts Friday at Home Furniture. Find special savings throughout the showroom and get BOGO deals on recliners, rugs, stools, and more. Plus 3-year special financing. The 4-day sale ends Monday at Home Furniture.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Pork shoulder roast, $1.88 a pound. Progresso soup, $1.25 each when you buy 4. Dole garden salad, just 99 cents. Prego pasta sauce, $1.48. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, $2.48. Get deals on Hy-Vee water, Hormel Black Label bacon, Pepsi 6-packs, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
News 8 Now and Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees with notes on them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Make your donations of scarves, hats, and gloves at our La Crosse and Onalaska locations.
Get 2 rugs for the price of 1 during the BOGO rug sale at Homeworld Rugs. Mix and match with 30 different styles to redefine your home. Buy 1 rug at sale price and the second one is free. BOGO Rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, the Washington Commanders are releasing images of what its new $3.5 billion stadium could look like. These design plans were just revealed. The stadium will be built waterfront on the 180 acres at the former RFK Stadium site in Washington, D.C. It'll have a transparent roof and hold at least 70,000 people. The stadium is expected to open in 2030, although design plans still need to be approved by the National Capital Planning Commission. And in the meantime, the Bears' new stadium is probably going to be in, Gary, Indiana in the next 10 years? I got to throw a barb in there even though they beat the Packers. It's my way of coping. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
Winter can actually be the perfect time to replace those old drafty windows. Nothing will keep you more comfortable in your home during the winter than new windows. Ask how your winter installation can save you money and make you more comfortable in your home.
It's big game savings time here at Carl's.
Save big on major brand appliance packages.
Save up to $1,800 instantly, plus rebates. On GE packages, buy 1, 2, and 3, and get this over-the-range microwave free.
All TVs are on sale.
Save up to 40% on grills and up to 80% on fireplace stands. Your choice of Perfect Sleeper mattresses are only $5.99. It's big game savings time right here.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
The bag sale is here at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. How much will you save? And for those working on big projects, get big savings on big buys. It's easy to create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry, offering a selection of finishes made with the finest materials. Clearview Cabinetry offers features like soft closed doors and drawers and cabinet accessories. Get a $50 rebate for every $500 spent on Clearview cabinet boxes.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Jordan Rudolph, and I'm the owner of Unity Fitness. As our mission to serve and help have a positive influence on so many people, we can't thank you enough for having our back and helping us spread that mission forward into helping more people in the area.
Thank you so much for trusting us with your goals and for 10 years of support.
We view people as more than a before and after.
We're in your corner through the ups and the downs that life has to offer because we know that they'll happen.
To see if you're the right fit for us or if we're the right fit for you, head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
Welcome to Hotel 44 North, where history, nature, and hospitality meet. Nestled in the heart of downtown Winona, our boutique retreat features 76 elegant rooms, including 24 spacious suites with kitchenettes, perfect for weekend getaways or extended stays. Step outside to river views, bluff-top scenery, downtown shops, and scenic trails. Inside, enjoy luxury rooms, a pool, and sauna, all backed by our best rate guarantee. Unwind in our cozy lobby or sift craft cocktails at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North, your place in Winona.
Winter can actually be the perfect time to replace those old drafty windows. Nothing will keep you more comfortable in your home during the winter than new windows. Ask how your winter installation can save you money and make you more comfortable in your home.
Or if you're traveling tomorrow, it's really the afternoon, evening. We could have flash freeze. We could have snow, blowing snow, the wind will pick up, and those intense snow showers could bring visibility down. That will extend to the evening hour, and then it gets cold for Saturday with showers probably in the morning. Don't forget, there could be a little bit of slick spots during the morning commute for some areas, so the snow kind of tapers off. But temperatures will be pretty close to freezing, and then it gets cold for the weekend, and even colder for Monday and Tuesday. Sub-zero lows and sub-zero wind chills coming.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.